Your life will be worth living if you do your share. You'll find a thrill in giving that's beyond compare. An understanding touch, a sympathetic word, can drive away those troubles like the song of a bird. You'll have your share of sunshine.
The truth is, I really don't remember ever not wanting to be a nurse. So from the youngest I can imagine, I always wanted to help people feel better.
There had been health issues and illness in my early growing up years. I think that was under there. And it inspired me to want to feel like I could somehow bring care to people.
My grandmother was dying of cancer, and I went to visit her in the hospital. And then it was, the visiting hours were over and I was leaving, and I had the thought, I don't want to ever be in this position again where somebody can tell me I have to leave the hospital for somebody that I might be able to be there for. But I went through a long period in nursing of a great disappointment in what nursing is in a traditional setting.
So nursing really was high touch, low tech in the 60s and 70s when I started. And over time, nursing became more high tech, low touch. And I think nurses aren't really even taught about touch therapy or massage now. So over time, working in an intensive care most of my life, it really became more high-tech, and it, as much as I knew I was helping people feel better, it really was, you know, gradually less satisfying because I wasn't able to spend the time with patients and do my touch therapies, so to speak.
The thing that I didn't like in the hospital setting was the focus of the nursing care was very technically oriented. So it was about, like, did I set my IV drip rates right, and did I know how to suction somebody's trachea, and did I get my medications out on time? And I felt like I had come from another planet. I felt like I don't belong here. I don't belong with the white uniforms. The only thing I liked about the hospital was the patients. And my job kept me from really interacting with them in the way that I would have liked to.
When I left bedside nursing, I went into a different kind of nursing that was more chart review. I missed the touch so much, and I realized that that was really something that I needed to have back in my life. So I went to massage school.
I believe the direction that sent me towards integrative medicine was the first time I needed surgery myself, and I was pretty afraid about it and didn't know what the outcome would be, and I needed to recover fast to get back to work. And so I used Reiki and guided imagery and my yoga to prepare for surgery. And I had such a remarkable, quick recovery that my doctor said, you really need to be sharing this with other people. And she started sending me patients to coach for surgery. Placing your attention on the top of your head, at your scalp and your brow.
So that we know that disease is mind, body, and spirit, and so we can't just treat the body, which we're very good at, and necessarily so in Western medicine. But there's this whole other part to us that also needs to be treated when there's an illness.
I had a young man who had burns on his hands, and at the end of the yoga session, I said, can I just do some energy work on you too? Because I really would like to. And he said, yeah. And after I did it, he said to me, that's the first time I felt sensation in my hands since I had the burns. He hadn't felt any sensation. And it's always a great unfolding surprise to me what people experience.
You know, I really believe that this type of care really impacts the body And yet when there's something that's like a stunning result or took a very little bit of effort for someone to feel incredibly different, that still surprises. It's not a surprise, it's inspires me, it reminds me that, yeah, it's like, yes, this really matters. Just keep doing this.
I think people miss the touch and the care that they used to get, and they miss somebody's ability to spend time with them.
I think the qualities that are needed to give complementary or integrative care, as it's more known now, open-mindedness is really important. To be aware that we're not the healer, that we're facilitating healing, that we're facilitating the inner wisdom of people in their healing. So there is a little bit more of a belief that the person really knows what they need. They just need some help to kind of help that get facilitated and to help them come to it themselves.
I like to think that most nurses go into nursing for a similar reason to mine, which is just the desire to be present and care for other people. And you know, as hokey as that might sound, I think it's a very genuine feeling in a lot of people, and many nurses I talk to share that feeling.